My name is Greg Kamradt. I'm an AI educator and I run Data Independent, which helps developers learn how to build their first AI applications. And for my coffee, I just do black coffee. I'm going straight.
Cool. And explain the assistants real fast for those who didn't catch that.
Yeah, so OpenAI, they came out with kind of two things. One is this concept of what they call a GPT. And so the name's a little controversial because GPT means one thing, but they're using it to mean sort of like a bot. You can think of it as a prepackaged chatbot. So all of a sudden, when you create a GPT, you can give it documents, background context. So everybody and their mothers, their first kind of hello world application they would build with language models is they'd create a chatbot and they'd go attach internal company documents, or they'd go attach a website so they can ask questions to a website, or I do a lot too, the Paul Graham essays, right? Well, now instead of doing that manually, you can go and do that via no code on the UI. So you can go create a GPT, which is just like a bot. You can attach some files to it. So all of a sudden it can go and do retrieval. So you're going to give it extra context, which is pretty cool. But then not only that, you can also connect different tools to your GPT as well. And the big one that everybody loves right now is the code interpreter. And so the code interpreter from OpenAI, that's when they're going to run a little bit of code on their end to answer your question. So for example, if you gave them a complicated math equation, well, having ChatGPT try to do that in its head, even if you said think out loud, could be pretty tough. It'd be a lot easier if ChatGPT could write the code according to the math equation, run the code, and then get you the answer. And that's what Code Interpreter does, which is really cool. Okay, so then if that's an assistant, it's kind of like an isolated single bot. Well, the next natural thing is let people create bots and then go share them with other people. So they created a marketplace where you can make a bot and then share it with friends. And so, of course, everybody's drawing parallels to the Apple App Store. And so you can see like you have a bot logo, you have a bot creator, you have a terms of service and things like that on these bots. And it's like, man, if that takes off, that's pretty cool because now you have these specialized tools that you can use for different use cases around your workflows. And if that wasn't enough, the part that makes it extremely interesting is they're doing a revenue share with the developers who create these bots. So now all of a sudden you have an incentive to make sure that your bot has a value, or else you're not gonna get paid for it. You have an incentive to market your bot. So we haven't seen any ads yet for like GPTs, but the minute you have a customer acquisition cost and the minute you have a LTV, well, you're gonna see a lot more paid ads for these types of bots that drive you to the OpenAI App Store. And so I'm very enthusiastic about it, but this is a net new paradigm in the AI world, which is untested. I have no idea if users will naturally gravitate towards these types of use cases. I don't know if it's going to flow, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm optimistic, but I'm cautiously optimistic, which is why I'm not declaring victory on this quite yet.